Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you haven't been here before, hi, I am Bella. Nice to have you here. And if you have been here and you are still not subscribed, I'm waiting. Press the subscribe button. You came back, you're gonna come back again. Just make it a little bit easier on you, and you can help me out a lot. Also, make sure to follow my Instagram. I'll put it right here on the screen like I always do. So today's video is going to be very different than what I typically talk about. Typically I talk about trans videos, I talk about makeup, I talk about fashion, I vlog, whatever, my life, good stuff, right? Today, it just got brought to my attention that Netflix, or good old Netflix, is making a movie, or has made a movie that's coming out September 9th called CUTIES. And when I was asked if I knew what that was today, I was like, cuties, like I'm thinking the little fucking oranges, right? Like those little, the cuties, those are good, right? And I was like, oh, that's weird. Like, why would they make a movie about those? But anyway, and then I learned that it is a movie about 11-year-old girls that are dancing and being sexual, basically. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to put the cover of the movie right here on the screen so we can both look at it and kind of see what's going on here. The girls are wearing sexual clothing and they are in provocative poses. Okay, right? So here is my take on this. Description for the movie is 11-year-old Amy starts to rebel against her conservative family traditions when she becomes fascinated with a free-spirited dance crew. What I'm gonna say about this is, first of all, they're 11, okay? Literally 11 years old. 11, they are children, literally children, okay? Free-spirited, that is the way that is like worded. Sounds, oh my god, she's just trying to find herself. She's just trying to do her thing. She's trying to like find her own personality and do her own thing. You know, she doesn't want to be conservative like her family. No, they are literally 11-year-olds twerking, dancing, showing off their bodies, wearing provocative clothing. And that is what they mean by free-spirited. That's what they mean by free-spirited. Like, so cute, right? So free-spirited. And the conservative family, they, what seems to be from the trailer is a Muslim community, a Muslim family, or some sort of Islam culture. I would totally recommend watching the trailer for this video. If I can find it on YouTube, I will link it in the bio down below. You need to watch the trailer because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna speak about a couple things in the trailer, right? So I'm watching this, I'm like, okay, like this is kind of weird. I was like, why they pick 11-year-olds? Like, whatever. Anyway, so I'm watching the trailer. In the trailer, the first scene is literally an 11-year-old girl dancing sexually with a washer and dryer and then straightening her hair with a flat iron, which was weird, but like she's dancing sexually. They're panning down on her private areas, which is totally inappropriate. And then it shows all these girls dancing in like the school courtyard, and they're all wearing little skirts, little crop tops, tight dresses, like little heels and stuff, and they're 11 years old, which is totally inappropriate for that age. And then there's a scene where they're all like in this weird, like under a bridge type thing, and this little blonde girl is like having her stomach out. None of these girls are developed because they're all 11 years old, and she's like having her finger in her mouth and like being all sexy and posing and pushing her butt out. Like, these are children. Like, these are literally children. Like, I know some of these people that watch my videos are middle-aged people. You guys might have children. I don't really know what your life is, but like, or nieces, nephews, siblings, whoever you are, you're talking about 11-year-old children showing their bodies like that. You're literally joking, right? Like, that is so inappropriate and so not okay. And then there's a representation of her Islamic family, Muslim family. I'm not trying to like mess that up here. I'm just trying to give a representation of what I'm seeing in the video. And how they're like, oh, like it's bad to be like showing your body as a woman and all this stuff. So it shows one extreme of 11-year-old girls showing their bodies and twerking and dancing all over the place. And then one extreme of a super conservative religious family. That in itself, like being a conservative and being religious isn't bad. It's not bad to be that way. And I feel like from the trailer, what I'm seeing is a representation of that being frowned upon, and that you need to be free and you need to find yourself and do like express your body. Like, you shouldn't be doing that at 11 years old, period. And then the mom says to the daughter, the Islam mom says to the daughter, you're a woman now. She's 11 years old. So you also have to think in your head, the way that this script was written, the way that this was portrayed was this 11-year-old girl is being classified as a quote-unquote woman. In society's eyes, a woman is someone that is sexually active. A woman is someone that can make her own decisions and can support herself and is just a woman. Like, a woman and a girl are different. Woman and a child are different. In other countries, other cultures, and especially in history, a girl became a woman when she started having menstruation, when she started to have her period. And the way that that's represented in this, it just gives me the dirtiest vibe that they're calling 11-year-olds a woman because maybe she had had that natural occurrence with her body. Just because she had her period, she's considered a woman. In history, am I incorrect that girls that as soon as they got their period would start having sex and reproducing? It's never been like that in the US, especially like ever since like I've been alive or like my mom's really been alive. Like that hasn't really been like the norm. And it almost feels like this is trying to like normalize that. Maybe they're just trying to have a representation of a different type of culture. But I feel like in the dynamic of the movie and sexualizing the 11-year-olds and them calling the 11-year-old a woman, I don't think that is the proper way to show that. And then there's a scene where she steals money from her mom. So not only are we promoting sexually dressing and disobeying your parents and trying to be scandalous, the next scene, oh my God, the next scene. If you are watching this, it's like, I'm like, please watch the trailer. Please watch it so you can see it. And watch this and then watch the trailer, and I hope you notice all the things that I'm noticing. There are literally all four main character girls. They have just gone shopping with the money that they stole. They're running down a public street, and these 11-year-olds are wearing bras on the outside of their clothing, and they're wearing underwear, scandalous, lacy underwear over their pants. They're wearing undergarments, sexy ones too. Like they're blue and pink and cute and lacy and sexy and fun. Something that an adult would wear, something that I would wear, something that is for an adult, they're wearing on the outside of their clothing. Now, if you're a teenager, you're 13, 14, you get your first song, ooh, I'm like wearing leggings, whatever, that's one thing. But to represent it in a movie, in a sexual, kiddish way, and have them wearing it under their clothing and running through the streets and having fun together and all dancing together with underwear on the outside of them, it's just weird. Isn't that a weird, like I'm not crazy, like that is a weird representation. And then there's a scene where all four girls are sitting there and there's like 3 or 4 older guys, and the guys go, oh, how old are you? And one of the girls goes 11 and the other girl goes, no, we're not, we're 14. That's like a representation of young girls and older guys. Like these guys are visibly 17, 18, 19 years old. And these girls are 11. And they're flirting and going back and forth. Is that normal to you? Like, is that okay? Like, is that acceptable? Is that an acceptable message to portray to young girls and to society as a whole? From this trailer, it's normalizing young children and a grown, like, teenage boy, like a teenage guy, like he's 17, 18, 19 years old and flirting with an 11-year-old, it looks like, from this trailer, from what I'm seeing. We all know, and if you don't know, you should educate yourself just like a little bit, I might sound crazy, but whatever, about this child trafficking stuff, Jeffrey Epstein, the weird things going on, the stuff we've heard about Hillary Clinton, the stuff we've heard about a lot of different people, and like all these crazy things going around, and adrenochrome and all this stuff, but like, I'm not gonna get too in depth here, but that has no representation anywhere. And I've been hearing about that from a lot of different sources, a lot of different things, reading about it, educating myself on it. It's fucked up. It's literally fucked up. I guarantee this video isn't going to do well solely because of what I'm speaking about. There's no way the YouTube algorithm is going to promote this video, but they are trying to normalize sexualization of young girls. You named a movie Cuties. There's 11-year-old girls dancing sexy, wearing sexy clothing that is inappropriate for their age, And there's all these like weird little messages with like men standing around and them wearing like panties on the outside of their clothes, and like how it's bad to be like conservative. Like there's nothing wrong with being conservative. There's nothing wrong with being whatever you are. Like it's okay to do that. It shouldn't be one extreme or the other extreme. You know, there is somewhere in the middle. And then it comes out with this, name it Cuties. It's young girls about, you know, disrespecting their family's beliefs, disrespecting their cultures, disrespecting any sort of conservative mindset. And they're 11 years old talking to older guys. They're 11 years old wearing provocative clothing. They're 11 years old dancing provocatively. And the way that the script was written, from what I've seen from the trailer, there are people at Netflix that said, this is what we want people to see. This is what we want people to believe. This is what we want people to take in and understand. And this is what we want the norm to be. We want to normalize this. Now, it doesn't seem like it's necessarily filmed from like a documentary aspect, which is also part of the conversation I had, which was like, okay, this is what's going on. We need to change it. We need to alter it. We need to make this better. Why is this happening? It's almost filmed from a perspective of like, this is cool. This is it. This is awesome. But also you think about it and it's like, okay, why is this so not okay? And why did they choose to do it with 11-year-olds? They also could have done a TV show, or this movie, Cuties. They could have filmed it with girls that were 16, 17, 18. Still kind of young, but more of a realistic expectation. In still young girls under 18 being sexualized is still necessarily not the best, but it is a little bit more normal, and I don't think people would raise their eyebrows about it. Like, that is more normal, and it happens, and it is what it is, you know? But why did they choose 11-year-olds? Why did they decide to go so drastic with it? Why did they decide to make it look so normal that a movie with Cuties with 11-year-olds dressing provocatively is like normal? That's not okay. That is not okay. And if they would have done the movie with girls that were even 17 or 18, it would have had the same message. It would have had the same point. The plot could have been the exact same, but it would have just been older girls. It would have been more age appropriate. And also, if you think about it, Euphoria, which is all about that crazy provocative stuff, all of those actors and actresses are in their 20s. When I was young, High School Musical, all those people were 18, 19, 20 years old. Like, yes, there were some shows with younger people, but I feel like a lot of times those shows are casted by older people, you know? People that are, I don't know, I just think it's so strange. I think it's so strange and so inappropriate and so not okay that they decided to cast 11-year-old girls in this role. That's not normal, that's not okay, and that shouldn't be normalized in society. 11-year-old girls and young girls are gonna watch this, they're gonna think that it's cool. They're gonna think it's not cool to be conservative and to, you know, hide your body away. They're gonna wanna be like this, they're gonna aspire to be like this, and that is not okay. And it's not even like it's geared towards an adult audience. Watching this, it literally looks like it is geared towards young kids. It's geared towards young children. It's so uncomfortable. It's so inappropriate, and this is not okay. We cannot normalize this, and we cannot just let all of these things fly under the radar. There are so many disgusting people that think disgusting ways in society, that control media, that control messages, control all that stuff. This is not okay. Okay, guys. Love you guys so much. Thanks always for watching. Thanks for supporting. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to follow my Instagram. Make sure to watch my last video. It was about transgender violence and just absolutely horrible things. So make sure to click on that. Make sure to watch it. Let me know. Just talk to me. I want to hear people's opinions. I want to hear what people have to think. But okay, guys. Bye.